if you give to others first, it will come back full circle in many, many, many ways. I'm on a couple boards. I go in, like I got on those boards, not because I asked to be on the board. I got on those boards because there was times I spent months just talking to the CEO, trying to help that CEO with knowledge I have that he or she may not have. Months later, it was like, do you want to be on my board? Like the pattern of success for me is, and for anybody who's heard me speak, this is a broken record. I care much more about what people are going to say at my eulogy than what my bank account or my resume says. And in my head, every day, I'm thinking about, okay, with this interaction with this person, if they were to get up and speak, what would they say? And it may be, I opened a door for them. I gave them $5. I donated to their kids' charity, right? I helped them in their career. Whatever it is, it always comes back multiple fold.
And I cannot say that my experience in corporate America, when I was an employee, worked like that. And just to see someone that it works at a company that you do that, I don't want to make it about Plum in the commercial. I want to make it about you, and you're the product of Plum. This is great to see someone who can have these real conversations with people.
And if you asked any single employee here,
yes,
we would all say the same thing. When we did our engagement score on a score of 0 to 5, it was the highest I was ever seen. It was like a 4.95, right? It's insane because of that culture. But you could ask anyone here and they would give you a very similar answer to that.
Oh, fantastic.
And you could ask any of our enterprise clients who use us and they would give you a very similar answer to that.
So you're clear on setting expectation. You're clear on sharing who you are. You're comfortable with who you are. You live who you are. So it's very congruent. So all of that shows up at Plum. Does it show up at home now too? Because at 27, there was a home you and then there was a work you. How have you worked to integrate or merge that and be the you all the time now, Jason?
Yeah, I think what it is the 27 me was playing a part of who I thought I should be.
Okay.
And the 49 version of me is just the person I am. So I am not like taking a mask off when I go home. I'm actually just wearing the same mask all day. And for people who eventually listen to this, we all do this and we've all done this in our career, right? And it's actually much harder for women, by the way, right? Because there's persona that women have to do a certain thing, or minority. Like there's different aspects of life where you have to wear a mask because you're trying to fit into a certain culture or a certain pattern. And I just think the world would be a better place if we could all be ourselves. That doesn't mean everyone's going to be nice. There's plenty of a-holes out there. But just if you're an a-hole, be an a-hole. That doesn't mean, like, that's just who you are. That's okay. And if people are around you, even those people have friends, right? And it's like, that's okay. Just be that person all the time and be authentic person. You say, I am Plum. I agree with you. I turned down jobs to come here after we sold our last company, and I've probably turned down 7 offers since I've been here. Great offers. Yeah. Like, I can't envision not being here. The work's great. The company's great. But I am a better husband, father, friend, all those things every day because of where I am, and that I get to be who I am at work, and really double down on those things that, fill up my cup every day.
Yes. Well, you've said the word success pattern, and I'm curious, what does that mean to you? If you can elaborate a little bit and talk about success patterns, what that might mean to you.
Yeah, it's probably very different than other people think. Like, I am a big fan of doing whatever you can to lift up other people. Right.
Example, please.
It sounds like I've worked for a bunch of nonprofits. That's not true. But if you do that, if you, they've all been very profitable. If you give to others first, it will come back full circle in many, many, many ways. Right. I'm on a couple boards. I go in, like I got on those boards, not because I asked to be on the board. I got on those boards because there was times I spent months just talking to the CEO, trying to help that CEO with knowledge I have that he or she may not have. Months later, it was like, do you want to be on my board? Like the pattern of success for me is, and for anybody who's heard me speak, this is a broken record. I care much more about what people are going to say at my eulogy than what my bank account or my resume says. And in my head, every day, I'm thinking about, okay, with this interaction with this person, if they were to get up and speak, what would they say? And it may be, I opened a door for them. I gave them $5. I donated to their kids' charity, right? I helped them in their career. Whatever it is, it always comes back multiple fold. Always. So to me, that's how I define success. I think many people will define success differently.
Yeah. And what you said earlier before we turned the camera on really kind of hit me in the heart. It was everything I do, I sleep well at night because I'm authentic. And if your definition of success is what you just shared and you sleep well at night, then awesome. I am happy for you that you sleep well at night and you feel successful. And to anyone that feels that way, whatever their version of success is, good. Go and get that. Go and be that. As long as Kevin Costner from Tin Cup would say, you're not hurting old people, animals, and kids, then I'm okay. Just go get success.
Go get
Right?
yes, yeah. And I'm sure that, like, to me, the authenticity is really the critical aspect of this. I am sure there are many horrible people in the world who sleep well at night because they're authentic, right? It's like that's who they are and that's what they did. And I'd rather them just be who they are than be a fake person trying to be nice and inclusive and everything else, outside of their skin. Like, just be who you are, and then let the rest of the world determine if that's somebody they want to be around or not be around.
That's fair. Very fair. That means kind of live and let live. You do you, I'll do me. And hey, do whatever you want to. And again, as long as it's not hurting old people, kids, and animals, well, especially old people and kids, then hey, go do your thing. Go do your
Different
thing.
people are going to put those in different orders, but yeah, I agree with you.
Yes. Well, so I'd love to dive into your background, like right behind you a little bit, because your background is the most phenomenal thing. There are books everywhere. There are like these trophies, like something. I'm curious, what's something that I've not asked you or about yet or pointed out that has some kind of emotional attachment to you behind you?
Oh, I have a couple of things.
Oh yeah.
So I love the Prince. I love the Princess Bride. So that's Andre the Giant. At the top, there's a bell.
Okay.
So the bell is a funny story. I was speaking about this woman who reports to me, the one I told you, who is also a catalyst.
Yes.
And when we talk about authentic, we fight like cats and dogs, her and I, in a very constructive way. I still get to be the boss, but she's the expert. So we will have it's a very husband and wife type relationship. It's great. And there is many times, more often than I care to admit, that she is correct. So
but you can admit that right now. So 100%. You can admit it. Okay.
She had a custom made bell for me that says FFS, right again. And every time she is right on a call, or I have to admit she is right, I have to ring the bell.